Hello, folks. This one's going to be more informal. I'm not going to edit it at all. Just basically talking about the article I wrote today, which was about journaling. And basically, journaling is something I've been doing for the last few years. It started out with the idea of just writing a certain amount every day. This was kind of all came out of learning some coworkers wrote. Also seeing how a simple document, like a Word document at work, could do quite a bit, and sort of comparing that to coding and how much value there is in coding, which is a lot. It's a great thing to do, but actually if you're writing a spec for coders, I mean, that's like next level in a sense. So coming up with ideas there was good, and it just made me want to look more into the art of writing. So I did some research to see, well, how do writers get started, and what kind of habits do they form? This is before I really thought of like forming a habit as a good idea or something. And if you're interested in that, then I'll have more videos about that, and I do have some. So in any case, started journaling every day. Picking a number, how many words per day I wanted to put down. And also had kind of a process for reviewing, which over time proved more and more valuable as it helped me to kind of like edit a little bit better, and just also to extract things. Like, you're reading this stuff that you're journaling and you're thinking, okay, well, that's something I'd like to do. And then there's this factor of sort of repeating yourself. You talk about the same thing, that happens more over like months. And on the year time scale, that you start to see yourself saying something like, oh, yeah, you should get fit, or you should, why not buy the dream car of your life, or whatever. So, in any case, it kind of built basically this idea of journaling, the practice of journaling, and these days I still keep a journal, and I think it's a valuable thing to do. That's why I want to share about it. There's also a kind of thread I'm on right now about sort of levels of consciousness, and I kind of feel like writing, journaling, it's kind of like adding another part to your brain, another faculty, like a better memory, basically, or ability to go back, replay things, and but like in a constructive way, where you can improve it. So you go through and you read something you wrote, and you can edit it, and that's kind of helpful. You don't forget as many of the things you wanted to get done, and you kind of see that repetition. For this article, I was able to go back through and search my journals for what I had written about journaling, and it helped me to kind of put this all together. And then one thing I didn't write about, but that I think of as a technical project is, Raspberry Pi is a small computer that are pretty cheap. So you can build like basically your own computer that's like less than $100. It's a full computer, and it can run Linux. And I thought that would be interesting as a journaling box. People use them for all sorts of things, but I was thinking, okay, here you could have a little box that has a touch screen on it, so you can configure it. You put the touch screen on it, you configure the software will be pre-configured to a point. But say you send it to someone who wants to start journaling and they want to do it in an encrypted form, in an encrypted location. They start up this little Raspberry Pi, type in their Wi-Fi SSID password, and they go ahead and also set a password that's sort of going to secure everything they write, and is going to be like the login password, and it should say something like, more than 12 characters, more than 13 characters, use all, all this sort of stuff that's annoying but is really important for security. And they set this up, and then they're given an IP address, or a host name at least, they can go to with their web browser from a computer that they trust, and they can log in and they can make notes, and or if they're into SSH and Vim, they can go and log in and do that, or do Emacs, whatever. The point is there'd be this little tool that's simple to set up for anyone. Probably at the beginning it's just, okay, here's an idea, go ahead and try it. But that's a little technical project and something I did work on a little bit yesterday. Maybe I'll do a bit more on it, but for now, I think that's. I'm trying to think if there's anything else about journaling. There's a kind of a taboo, I think, around it where people think of it like a diary. Like you're in grade school or something, and I look at it more like this real serious tool for self-improvement, for like self-analysis, like for growth. So hopefully that's helpful. If you like this, subscribe and whatever. Have a great day.